Okay, I thought this would be appropriate, and I hope that there is good sound. In my favorite Adam Sandler t-shirt, and just made my completion water. So, in traveling through the day and working with this question, this ask, and just allowing, like, so continually allowing for perfect space, perfect time, perfect. What's interesting is like ritual that comes through. And not for a point of setting out intention and setting up ritual, just literally the way it naturally weaves into life. And my initial hit today, was the cards don't matter. There's a lot of beauty. There's a lot of beauty in the draw, and I can dissect that for sure. The pertaining to of what you desire, it's already accomplished. Of course. So there was a strong understanding of receiving that which you put into numbers and into form, and being totally open. Because there's a deeper context here as far as how we're being upgraded, being rewired, and by rewired I mean remembering your sourceness. Kind of finding like a memory guide. The knowing, the understanding that your numbers, what you have configured, is of course already taken place. What you're in the unfolding of is actually what you remember. And we're going to continue to remember and unfold more and more bigger and more beautiful things as a welcoming of our birthright of abundance. And we open these portals, little eeks at a time, 10% and 25%, and we allow for there to be more connection with the world, because what we're doing is we're actually stripping off layers. We're becoming more vulnerable, maybe more naked, more worked, more exposed. Like our character. This is the second hit that came when the dial turns up. My question when I sat down tonight was, at this moment, are you prepared for the sustainability of growth, right? I know you probably have some good coaches around you, and people, mentors, and friends. And the sustainability of growth is so important. And so I would like to imagine, but I really want to preface and ask that you have a runway for, if what you've set right now for your desires, like your maximums, what if you exceeded that? What if there was a real surge of others receiving your work and wanting your supply? How would that wobble your boat? Not just what would that create, because of course there'd be a lot of flow. You're like opening gates as you go into these deeper layers of business, life, connection, marketing, etc. And also finding yourself quite a sustainability coach as a woman who has been through so much. And knowing a true grounding in our sustainability is what we came to be a witness of. And so do I invoke this? Do I invite this into my life? And also know that I have sustainability. Perhaps that's already something of massive competence in your walk, or that's something to consider. And then, as I got through the evening, it's come upon me, well, I'll just let the cards talk to the cards. because initially you have this beautiful draw, which is all signs are yes, always or go. And then I realized it's not the cards talking. That's not where the message is coming through. The message is you're remembering something you've already accomplished, so it's done. You're good. And then your sustainability for to grow beyond that. And then I was like, I'll just have the cards, consult the cards. And so I'm gonna let the cards consult the cards, and hopefully I send this whole video to you. And, you know, pay what you can. And you, I'm in my favorite Adam Sandler outfit right now in my little studio. It's just felt so beautiful to land here, to clean in here. I've just done so much refresh, so much clearing off, so much turning over. So much exhaling. So much surrender. So much knowledge, so much wisdom. Oh, you like the women's jump out, don't you? So I was going to pull 3 cards and just let it be. And interpret from there. I'll let the cards, these cards, talk to your cards, and then I'll read what's on my end of the telephone line. And the first card is, interestingly enough, the number 2, which has been coming up hella hardcore, of course. And it was 11:22 tonight when I sat down here, and I noticed that because I took a few screenshots this morning at 11:22 because I was doing some business stuff and had to like send attachments to emails, and I was like, interesting. When I sat down here tonight, I was like, oh, do I have my phone so I can record this? And it was 11:22. This is a number 2 card. There's a tree growing through the top of the time capsule, literally right in front of me. I'm gonna have to turn this camera to show you. I hope I get good at the zooming in stuff. Okay, straight. I can't zoom it in. I'll have to get up and show you. Ooh, be with me, cards. Right in front of me. Right in front of me. On my little shelf is one of these like sands of time. Yeah. And this is so interestingly called the waiting game, because things don't actually happen in our time. We have a really finite mind, little mind. We try to fathom the bigness, the hugeness of all of thisness, and this will not be in any timeline that you can imagine. That's what I got for you there. We're in the season of beyond. It's beyond our wildest imagination. It's beyond what we can fathom. Like, let's just detach the thinking. Yeah, it's, hey, don't let me get in the way. you know. And this becomes not the waiting game like we're lamenting. We're actually not in the weight anymore. We're not in our heaviness. This is a beautiful celebration of watching something unfold. That's interesting, because I just remembered your mom. This is a gift, a present, like untying of a bow for you, and you have no idea what's inside. Let's draw some more cards. I'm gonna continue the shuffle. That one left. Ready? Please do not share this video with anyone, as I'm looking as fine as possible. I can give you a super sexy, femme reading, but then I would have to get ready, and then I would really have to charge you money, because this is my favorite look. So I just split the deck. And this is a card that I'm holding in my right hand. 19, I noticed, because my birthday is March 19th. There, completion, of course, 1 plus 9 is 10. And then, of course, you condense 10, and it's number 1. So it's like the beginning. It's important for you to look up that numerology. This 19, the 19 to reduction to 10, the 10 to 1, or whatever the 1 significance is to you in numerology, that's important. And this looks like as though someone is reaching from beyond to give you the gift. There you are. Of what you will get to unpack. And light is quite relevant, wouldn't you say? Especially when we were just talking about weight and the weightiness and the weighting. And it's beautiful. What an opposition this is to the sensation that can come around waiting and weight and the lightness we're here to receive. That's the thing that's in the beyond. Like, we can't even fathom it. I don't know what closes that. Did I pick 1 more on top, or do I pick 3 more? I did want to get out my mat. When I first visioned laying these out, it was 3 cards on this little thing, because I did it just a little sage, because I was cleaning up, and I don't do that nearly as often as far as being open to using the elements, and I'm really absolutely, and you will relate with this, and I invite you to explore this deeper with me, a relationship with the elements, and that breath-giving and breathtaking journey of presence. So I'm going to grab this little mat and lay it here, and we'll continue on this. Actually, come with me. Come with me. I really don't like taking the phone out of the holder, because I'm just such a hands-free bee, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm off the phone more than I'm on it. That's cool. I'm grateful to not be on it. Because when I'm on it, I want to be on it. It's addicting. Okay. I am this fresh, little, beautiful, blessed. And look, I have some flowers for growth, because we're still in a big growth season. Here's the stack. Heart chakra, no surprise. Suffering and silence, no surprise. Passion united. Actually, I think, did you get this card? Oh, look at that. A number 1. You're joking. Oh, what are these? Beautiful fire in the heart, green heart chakra, which is interesting. Here's your pillar card. Up here is the heart chakra. Below it is the suffering silence. I'm not sure if this is what we're quenching. We are surrounding with the 3 cards. Oh, uh-oh. They oh, so many things that this card means. This is a really beautiful picture. This fertility card, first of all, came right across from this, so notice what you notice. I have circles for souls, green heart chakras, women, pleasure, the hands, the holding, the completion, the circles, and the fertility and passion. And this is really speaking, of course, just to the alignment to you and I of this divine feminine, the awakening. She's here. We know this. We've never not known that she was coming through us. So hold on. Buckle up, because she's many things. She's many things. And she referencing this one that is within us, that maybe that's what gives relevance to the suffering in silence. The maybe, because I know you've having focus in directions, especially as a means of perhaps sometimes avoiding the deeper things. My husband is a real success, a real pursuit continually of epicness, business. Ooh, the places I've been, the people I've met, the rooms that I've sat in, the ability that I have had to pour into spaces of incredible integrity and power and etc. But my husband also has now created such a lifestyle and experience that for so long he masked his own space, taking space, holding space. Like, he drilled down a tunnel of success. And that's the pursuit, that's the entrepreneurial journey, and I think there's a lot to be balanced, to be blended with this inevitable return of our feminine nature, of our deliciousness, of our seeingness, of our knowingness, of our rememberingness. And it is unavoidable, and often we can choose to go down a path because it looks like success in the world, which is important leverage to be in the world and play world games, right? And that is an honorable, powerful place when we do it in conjunction with this total rapture of opening ourselves up to this absolution of remembering we are the fertility of the earth. And this doesn't mean like reproduction, this just means like life-giving. Like, our words are life-giving, our speech is life-giving, the way we hold ourselves, we honor our bodies, we honor our space, we honor others. What comes out of our mouth, is literally life or death. And what we allow into our space, what we allow into our heart, what we allow into our mind, what we don't allow to be released from ourselves, the entanglement we keeps us trapped, and we can mask that really easily. We stay sort of suffering in silence, and sometimes we create an illusion around us, but this is heart chakra time. It's like crack the fuck wide open. And this is a beautiful time for more lubrication in your walk, for a lot of soft and softenings. It's going to really help you pursue the highest timeline for things to unfold. I remember us pulling a timeline card, right? So we don't want to be stuck here. This feels like a continuation of this, the waiting game. Yeah. And the light, of course, that we complete, that we return to. Look at these three. Yeah, these three ladies. Okay, so I think maybe we're asking for a multitude of pillars of support. Perhaps this is a matriarchy of women around you. Perhaps this is people maybe outside of your regular circle. Maybe this feels a little bit more like ascended, archangel-y, like maybe new, higher perspective is coming in the form of more mature relationships. This actually feels like return of mother coming through and being willing to be in that space, to be nurtured, to be comforted, to be seen. This is really a ooh, there in the neck. It's a return to receiving. Yeah, a real softening of the shoulders. Some internal work. It feels like, I know for sure, our intuitive connection comes so incredibly through our guts. This is why and our cells, our blood, right? Like, we communicate with the human experience through the body, and we have a greater reception when we have clarity in the body. And so that's the liquid light vessel. That's the including more light in your life. Hi babe, I'm just making a video. So including more light in your life, we can totally hack that for you and with you. And you get to choose what that looks like for you. Being that I've walked with this husband for some time now, in this land, in this world of incredible success. Unbelievable. And to know how and have walked with him in a way that it has to be an absolute hack. It does. We have to keep going at a certain pace and include the utmost wellness in our walk, in our bodies, in our choices, in our minds. It feels very much like it's been quite a time of transition for me away from the chair. I just cannot shake it because the people, and a real call to transition. Thank you for asking me to meet you in this. Thank you for seeing that I can see you in this and through this, of course, and that there's a wellspring of resources in my beingness that will remind you of the source and the expression, the experience to get to walk through a couple of times together. It's incredible time of transition for me, and so this is my gift, my treasure. I hope that you glean from this space. There's probably more to unfold here. I imagine we're weaving closer and closer, and I also am receiving more and more, and that proves to be a really wonderful web, a really beautiful tapestry, and all in divine space. And I'm grateful, and I'm so grateful for you, and I love you so much, and I hope you breathe through this. I hope this recorded the audio. That's so great. And cheers to the return of light. Hello, of course, obviously, and the cards, talking to the cards. I'm going to go back and look at your deck tonight while this is fresh, and then I'm going to look at it in the morning, and then maybe I'll make some notes to send to you, because I'm sure that there's a lot of correlation. I don't have your picture in front of me, but that's what's coming through for you. I love you so much. Talk to you soon.